Can't get Bad Bunny. Well, let's at least see if we can get his bodyguard for an interview. Yeah, just let me know. All right, bye. What we watching on the hub tonight? Bouzos? Yeah, I got the new Charizard Dragon Virgin Pokemon card down here if you want to check it out. Yeah, that motherfucker would have come down already.
911, what's good?
Yeah, I think someone's in my house. Oh, god damn it! How'd you know I was here? Buddy, you're up there breathing like Lizzo running a 5K. It's a condition! Well, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to condition the fuck out of my house. Fine!
Even I could hear him through this phone. Goddamn.
Okay.
Inner peace.
Inner peace, inner peace, inner peace. Because you, my friend, are the reason that we haven't to film this podcast episode early for this week. Welcome back, everybody, to the Kauzum Effect. I am your host with the most. Got the chain with my gang. But at the end of the day, no women here, so we're still lonely and desperately in pain. Got me and the Bouzos Papi here. How you doing, Mr. Bouzos Papi? How's life going?
Great. I'm on my weekend, you know. The work week is over, chilling.
And you're freshly shaved now, if I may add.
Oh yeah. My beard ran off with the trash can, so yeah. What about you, Bo?
So not a whole lot. Not a whole lot with me, honestly. Been tired. Something about the winter cloudy weather outside puts me in some type of vibe. Can't really describe it. It's not like a sad boy type of like, lonely nights, how everybody else kind of gets during the winter season. It's more kind of like, I just want to hibernate. I feel like I want to go into like a beta chamber until like summer happens again. And just sleep. Really just been tired. I don't know. I've been running off Celsius energy drinks. We're not sponsored, but if you want to drop the sponsor, please do. Kind of just feel like it's been just kind of like a weird kind of just motion. Like, you're just going through the motions of things.
Yeah.
On top of that, doesn't even really feel like a new year. It hasn't really hit me that it is like 2024 yet,
Yeah.
I still feel like if I was to, I think even today when I was setting up for the podcast, there's a thing that's like, oh, choose the date. I think this shit still says 2023 because it hasn't registered for me yet that it's 2024. For me, I don't really register that it's the new year until my birthday hits because, my birthday's in February. So once that hits and I'm like, fuck, I'm another year older, that means the year has gone to another one,
I see.
So,
okay.
Until that happens. So I got another, for me, my 2024 doesn't start until next month on the 17th.
Well, with that logic, it's not going to be next year till August. Let's go.
Right? But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's even more wild too because it's like another year happens. And once you hit, I want to say, after like 23, you're just dreading it. I feel like you're just dreading getting older, me personally, because I'm like, man, I'm going to be 27 this year. I feel old as shit. I'm surprised I'm still alive. Or wow. I'm surprised you're still alive, talking about always running a car into a fucking tree trunk or something. But yeah, no, another year. But I do want to talk about something. I want to talk about dark jokes before we hop into today's segment. Kind of leading in, like dark humor, right? I've been seeing a lot of crazy shit on my Twitter feed lately. I feel like the Twitter algorithm's just been trash. I was so used to seeing two things on Twitter. My Twitter thoughties, the OnlyFans previews, which we all like, because, you're just scrolling through. You're seeing, like, lately for me, it was like, like the Epstein files. You know how those are getting leaked?
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's like, see, Epstein file. It's like Stephen Hawking likes watching midgets, fucking gets off the midgets. Did you see that shit?
No.
It was like Stephen Hawking, he went to Epstein's. I don't know if it's real or not. He was like, he went to Epstein's island and like something like, he wouldn't have sex with anybody because, fucking how is he gonna do it? Fucking fuck you in code. But I guess he liked watching naked midgets try and solve math equations on a board, but they would put the board higher than what the height of them were. I guess he got off to that. I don't know if it's true or not, but yeah. So my algorithm used to be I would see something like that, something that's kind of like news related or what. I don't know if you consider that news related. And then, you just get a preview of, some ass shaking, and it's like, $5 for 3 days. Okay. I like that. Now I just see on my feed, I'll see, I'll see like one news thing, and then I'll see somebody get hit by a fucking subway train in Philadelphia. Or I'll see like a guy, the new thing is like gang members going on like IG Live or something and like still threatening like the other gang. Like I saw one yesterday where this guy was doing that, and the side of his fucking face got shot off. Like you could see his jaw muscle as he was talking. What the It was some wild shit, bro. Yeah, I was. So that's been that. And then say a couple weeks ago, I don't want to say a couple weeks ago. I don't want to expose that. There was one point in time where I was working at this job, and I was trying to get promoted to this other position. I walked in one time. That's gonna seem so obvious. This certain job, and then I guess word got around because someone in that job asked me like, "Oh, why are you dressed all nice and black?" And I was like, I just came back from a funeral, but it was figuratively because I was like, I want to kill this interview. So I guess one day some girl got a hold of that, and then she thought it was funny, right? And I was talking to this girl, and then at work, and we were just doing regular talk, and then she throws a paper in a trash can, and then she goes, "Oh, Kobe." And I was like, yeah, nice, throwback. I haven't heard people say that in a fat minute, And then she's like, yeah, I wonder if they got him in the casket the first time too. I was like, whoa, there's some limits to dark humor, but that shit threw me so fucking off guard. And she said it loud as fuck too, so other people could hear it. I was like, better calm the fuck down, bro. You're gonna get yourself fucking in HR. But yeah, maybe that also, maybe the type of internet content I've been consuming lately has just been kind of dark. That's also been making me feel this way. But I mean, it's not like it's like affecting my mental health heavy. It's just kind of like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, what happened to the internet and the stuff that I liked, me curating my own feed? Like, I never liked gang violence and shit like that. Like, I like typical things. Give me my news. Give me my OnlyFans girls, and give me my occasional funny disabled person video. And we solid. The three things I like, all right? See, when I put it that way, it sounds weird, but it's all in good nature. It's all in good nature. I'm laughing with them, not at them. There's a difference. There's a difference, people. All right? I'm not ableist, I do listen to The Weeknd. Yeah. Because his name is Abel. Never mind. Yeah.
Is he? Is it really?
Yeah, his name is like, I don't know his last name. I don't want to butcher it, but yeah, his first name is Abel. Oh. Yeah, I was playing Fortnite with the Weeknd skin a couple weeks ago, and then somebody killed me, and then somebody in the chat was like, man, he was ableist for killing you. And I was like, that's clever as fuck.
That is pretty
right?
clever.
But, since the Bouzos Papi is, we kind of do this on a last minute whim here, but we decided to just kind of throw in things that, we're very good at doing. I think you and I are experts in this certain topic. Actually, world class. I think we're the black belts of this, because once we start going, we don't stop. And that is bitching about things. Non-stop just fucking complaining about something. I know you especially, master of the craft. Me, I think with me, once I find something I don't like, I will keep going and picking until it goes my way. So we're gonna spend this episode. It's gonna be another little smooth listen. I promise you all, we will have a guest on pretty soon. I am in talks with somebody potentially big that we're gonna bring on. So yeah, it'll be very interesting. But I'm gonna go ahead and start off with just the small thing that pisses me off. Right, actually happened to me last week. A couple, yeah. Anytime I eat steak, when you get a piece of meat stuck in your mouth, that shit is awful. It makes me feel like, because I've always been I've always been like hesitant with toothpicks. I've never really liked toothpicks, to be totally honest with you, because I always feel like that end point always makes me feel like I'm gonna stab my gum, or whatever the case may be, like, or people who put toothpicks in their pocket. I never got that either because I'm like, bro, what if you fucking stab your ass?
I can confirm I have stabbed my ass before.
With a toothpick?
Not with a toothpick. It was a pencil that was sticking up I was on the couch, but it was stuck between the cushions.
Yeah.
And so back then I used to just plop down on the couch without looking.
Yeah.
Took a very sharp, half an inch long piece of lead into the ass.
Well, you've taken a half-inch long thing up the ass. I'm assuming you've taken a lot of meat in the mouth too. How do you go about getting that meat out of your mouth, bro?
Floss.
Straight
And then just like picking away at it with my I'm just with you keep playing with it in your tongue with your tongue.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what the fuck is that guy doing over there?
Nah, did you have braces as a kid?
Yeah.
I think that's even worse, bro. When you got something stuck in your braces. Did you ever have to do that like technique with like the floss where you had to put the floss because when they gave it to me, it was like this like weird floss thing that it was shaped like a balloon and you had to put floss through it and then you had to like run it through your brace.
I don't know about a balloon, but mine was like a sewing needle almost.
Yeah.
I had that, and it was just weird.
God, man, having braces, I feel like that's another thing that annoyed me, bro. Like having braces, anybody who had straight teeth or was born with straight teeth, I'm like, man, you are so fucking lucky, bro.
Yeah.
I like a nice little gap. Like a nice little gap is fine or whatnot. I'll see if I'll put a picture up when I was a kid, but my teeth were fucked up. Shit looked atrocious. It looked like I ate nothing but rocks for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, bro. Do you have anything? Do you have anything in the anything you want to throw out there besides that? All right, interesting. All right, cool. So I'm gonna say another thing that pisses me off.
Okay.
All right. I think this happens more in relationships because I feel like when you do this with your friends, I've never really had it happen with friends as much as I had relationships. But man, this shit feels like it's like, I feel like there's certain tiers to cheating, right? Mm-hmm. There's like, there's one tier that's like, calling somebody, texting other people, right? Or like mildly flirting with them, right? And then there's the tier above, which is, physical touch, when you see a girl touch another dude or whatever, dance on them, right? And then there's the highest tier, which is, she's gargling someone else's marbles. I feel like the lowest tier, the lowest tier of cheating, you're committed to watching a show with somebody and they watch episodes, they go on without you. I feel like that is awful, right? It's almost like the same equivalent. You know what else pisses me off on that same extent, right? Like when you watch movies with somebody or whatnot, right? And it's your first time watching it and it's not their first time and they quote the movie.
Oh, no, you can't do that. No, it's like spoilers.
That shit aggravates the fuck out of me, bro.
No.
Because I'm like, why, bro? Whose line was it? Was it this person's line or was it your fucking line?
And the whole time, you're just kind of watching it, and then you hear that line. It's like, God damn it.
Right? I'm like, or what's even funnier when they fuck it up? When they fuck up like a word or something that what the actual person said. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. That also is just, God. I don't even want to take it to the movies. Speaking of which, another thing, if we're on the basis of movies,
okay,
that really aggravates me. I feel like I'm going to get a lot of shit for this. I hate it, and I have shamed the fucking hell out of my friends for doing this. I hate it when I'm in a movie theater and I hear someone heavy breathing.
Oh.
That aggravates me to no end.
Are you talking about like middle of the movie?
I'm talking about the whole fucking movie. I got bigger friends, right? I've had a few conversations with them involving their BMI.
Okay.
We'll just put it that way. It's a little bit over the scale. They kind of walk around like they're pregnant. Okay. Specifically, I'm talking to you. I'm specifically talking about the person who called right before the podcast happened.
Okay.
Yep, my boy Louie.
Well, fuck.
Oh, well. I guess he's, information's revealed. But yeah, this motherfucker, I swear to God, man, this dude would he would annoy the hell out of me going to the movies with him. Because I'll be watching the movie, right? And we're deep in the fucking movie. And, he'd do one of two things and every single time. So, like, the movie would be just, like, there's, like, one of those moments to where, like, it's quiet and then, like, something dramatic happens. So imagine you're kind of like, oh, fuck, this is wild. And then you just hear...
Just be the Darth Vader he's trying to be.
Okay. I can't. I'm not watching Star Wars. Jesus Christ.
It doesn't matter. Darth Vader
I'm
exists
not watching the fucking Cholesterol Strikes Back, bro. I am... I'm trying to watch an important part of this fucking movie, and this guy's over here... It's fucking marshmallow. And then let me tell you something. There's something that's even worse that he does too. This motherfucker would fall asleep midway during the movies as well.
Oh no.
Which I don't care. I don't care if somebody falls asleep midway through the movie because I mean, hey, you spent money on this ticket. If you don't want to watch the whole movie, that's on you, right? But don't fuck up my movie experience because I'll just be sitting here. Mind you, I'm right next to this motherfucker. And I'm watching the movie. I look over. He has his eyes closed. I'm like, okay, whatever. A little time goes down the line. He starts snoring in the fucking movie theater. Loud. This motherfucker was a loud snorer. So it's like, I feel like he's pissing off people around us. So I like try, and it's funny because he's a light sleeper too. So I would try and move like down to the end of the row just so I don't have to hear his punk ass. But then he'll wake up like, what the fuck? No, just fucking stay here. I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear you fucking snore. Like, stop fucking sleeping. And he would do it like 3 times throughout the whole fucking movie. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then when he wakes up, I'm like, hey, what'd you think about the movie? Oh, it was pretty good. I'm like, hey, do you remember that part that happened in the middle of this? What? Fuck you, Louis. just fuck you.
Damn, bro, just like, wake up, motherfucker.
God, yeah. No, I don't care if people fall asleep during the movie. Never has bugged me. I mean, like, certain movies, I think I could probably name 2 movies where I've fallen asleep in the theater on. But it wasn't because the movie was boring. It was because I was tired. And, when you get those luxury seatings, man, they be hitting fucking different. Especially when you're tired, bro, and you get that nice, comfy spot. Which, again, if we're still on the same topic of fucking movies, I also hate when you're in the reclining seat and then it's a packed theater and then people have to get through you. So you have to you have to go like this and then you got to lower it down. But it's like you have to annoyingly lower it down. You feel like a fucking geriatric old person like going down or it was the old man. You've seen Up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how his wheelchair thing that's going down the stairs?
Oh yeah, slowly coming down.
That's how I feel like when I have to like move that shit for people. God. That, I mean, and the typical shit in the theaters, like, people talking during the theaters. Something about this new generation of kids, man, is fucking annoying, too, because it's like, I think last time I went to a packed theater, and it was like, I think it was for a Marvel movie. These kids like taking photos of the screen and posting it on Snapchat and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I don't give a damn if you record the movie. You want to, put it on I don't know, kids still use Pirate Bay nowadays? Because I remember back in the day, you could get like a rip of DVD or like a movie that just came out and it'd be cam quality where like you could clearly tell that people are like recording it in the movie theater. But it's like, goddamn, bro, like they would like, and the thing about these kids now, I don't know what it is compared to our generation, but these kids don't even try and hide shit anymore. Like, it was Spider-Man. I think it was Spider-Man is a movie where this happened. There was some dumb fuck kid right next to me. Motherfucker wouldn't even have his flash off when he was taking pictures of the fucking movie. So you would see the flash go off.
Dear God.
And I'm like, buddy, we live in the modern day society, bro. If I see a flash, one of 2 things is going on. Either I'm having a fucking seizure or someone's setting an alarm because there's an active shooter around. All right? One of the 2. Not a Snapchat story. A Snapchat story is the least of my fucking worries. Maybe I'm thinking too deep into it. But yeah, if you take Snapchats in the movie theater, fuck you.
All right. Before the movie, nah. Come on, man. What are you doing? At least wait till the end. Fine. If you take it at the end, I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be chilling there watching credits. Go ahead. Take a picture of the credits if you want. Go right ahead.
Of the credits?
Yeah. Yeah, the credits.
Yeah.
Just don't. And, while we're on movies...
Yeah.
I hate missing the previews.
Oh.
I can't do it. Yeah.
That's why we're friends.
Yeah.
I agree. Totally agree. 100%. You got to watch the previews as part of the fucking movie going experience.
Yeah. I'm there like 15 minutes early minimum.
Gotta be.
because that popcorn line's going to take forever.
It's gonna take a fat minute.
Yeah.
It's because it's just like
Yeah.
people don't treat like some people. A lot of people do, but you just got to have the right people who treat going to the movies is an experience.
Right.
You gotta have the candy. You gotta have the popcorn. Popcorn is so, but I feel like candy is necessity.
The candy is actually the candy for me is like
You're like more of the popcorn, but
Yeah.
you're still going early though. It's like you still
absolutely.
got to have food. You still got to have the amenities to go into the theater.
Right.
You got to see the previews, and then the full movie going experience itself. I feel that. I also have another one.
Okay.
On the topic of movies. People who look at reviews and look at the whole plot on like Wikipedia or something before they actually go and watch the movie.
Yeah, no, you can't do it's just a giant spoiler to the whole movie.
Exactly. I had a friend who used to always do that. I'm like, it was funny. I would always catch the motherfucker in the act because every time we would go and sit down, he would look at the plot and the previews were going. He'd be looking up the plot mid-preview. I'm like, bro, and this has always been a gripe of mine ever since I was a kid. I've never liked like movie reviews or like Rotten Tomatoes, shit like that. It's always like bugged me because I'm like, I feel like if you listen to that shit, you're a sheeple.
What's that?
Like basically you just follow the herd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're a follower,
Gotcha.
not a leader. Because it's like, man, I don't like looking at reviews because it's like I feel like it kind of skews my opinion of the movie going into it, to where it's like, I'm listening to other people's like viewpoints of it. I kind of want to just form my own, I guess.
Right.
So that's always aggravated me. I don't mind criticism. I'll like read reviews after. I haven't got a problem with that. Like, sometimes it's interesting when people have stuff to say or, observe stuff more than I did during the time. But yeah, no, people who fucking look up the reviews right before, no.
See, it's okay. You can take the reviews into consideration, but I just watched the trailer, and if I find it interesting,
that's how it should be. Yeah,
that's it.
Which, by the way, I'm gonna put you on a hack since we're talking about movies on here.
Okay.
Popcorn with the jalapenos that you use nachos on. Throw them bitches in, mix them around.
Oh yeah.
Top
I know
tier.
about that one. I've done that before. I don't do it all the time because sometimes.
Oh, that'll fuck your stomach up.
Yeah,
that's guaranteed for disaster.
That's the problem. Like,
Yeah.
I want to watch. I want to make it through to the end of the movie without needing to get up.
That's gonna be a mean shit.
Yeah.
I've also seen people mix popcorn with peanut M&Ms.
Yeah, that's all you, guy.
I like that. Oh yeah, you don't like mixing sweet shit with normal shit.
Well, that too.
It's
Even
a
the,
nice
even
little
the,
sweet salty mix.
even the peanut M&M, like peanuts alone, is just like.
So that means you despise trail mix.
Yeah. Like I'm the guy who takes all the M&Ms out of there.
That's crazy.
Like I'll leave
and the
you all
raisins and the craisins or what is it? Raisins. I don't know. What's in fucking trail mix?
It depends on the day. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So interesting.
There's I don't mind raisins actually. They're pretty good. Like chocolate covered raisins.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm there. Let's go.
Okay. Next one up. I want to talk about is unsanitary parties. Something that kind of bugs me.
That's interesting.
When parties aren't sanitary. What I mean by this, I'll tell you a little story.
Okay.
Most unsanitary shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. It was wild. This happened in Los Angeles, California. Where a lot of unsanitary things happen. No, I'm just kidding. But no, California has become a shithole. But it was this Halloween party. It's 2019, so it was before COVID, before everybody started actually caring about germs, right? I got invited to this party by my cousin, and we go to this party. I consumed a couple edibles with my boy Louie. And shit. And my friend Ego. I remember once it started kicking in, once edibles start kicking in for me, I go into a different mindset. Like I feel like somebody's gonna kill me, and I'm just like I go hyper paranoia, but I don't show it. That's the weird part. Like people get like freaked out and they'll start like moving around or they're like,
Yeah, you get all jittery.
Yeah, if I did that, I feel like I'd freak myself out even more. So I like just being like, okay. I'll take like deep mental breaths in my head. I'm like, okay, it's fine. If you die, you're high. It probably won't hurt as much. But I always think I'm going to die. I always think I'm going to die. And it's crazy too because the atmosphere, there's people on the roof. There's music. It's like a full-blown party. People on the roof, and they had like this like weird shed. I don't know if people are fucking in there, what the hell they were doing, but there were people coming in and out of that shed, and then people were hopping the wall.
Fuck.
So I'm over here thinking like, all right, someone's going to pull out an AR-15 either on the roof, come out of the shed, or above that wall. So I got to make sure I'm by the exit. See, this is the weird shit I think about when I'm high, bro. I always think I'm going to get fucking gunned down. I got a very bad case of main character energy. It's bad. Anyways, I'm going off topic here. The unsanitary part happened when I seen the alcohol table. There was just a bunch of alcohol laid out on the table, all bottle caps open. People were just going up to the certain bottles, putting it in their mouth, swigging the shit.
Oh no.
Yep, just fucking swig. I've never seen some shit like that in my entire life. Just swigging it, bro. There's multiple people, guys, girls. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, bro, I didn't get lit that night because I'm like, if I got lit, I'm gonna end up walking there with fucking hepatitis, bro.
You can be walking out with a lot more than that.
Yeah, it was fucking disgusting, bro. Now, mind you, I have had my fair share of being nasty at a party. There's one party I went to one time where I was actually, I don't like talking about it too much, but it goes on topic of being nasty at parties. I remember this one time I was at this party, random party. Girl I knew at the time, who was eventually going to be the main antagonist of my life, female antagonist. Ended up drinking a little bit and did something in the bathroom. I was like, we're not going to get caught. Walked out. Thought everything was fine and dandy. Then I got snitched on the next day because I guess the host is like grandpa or uncle found the condom on the floor. I could have sworn I threw that shit in the garbage, but yeah. So, I mean, I can be hypocrite, but at least I think having sex with the condom on totally trumps swigging off random fucking alcohol glasses.
At least you were being safe.
At least I was being safe, you know? It's not like, it's not like I was like, reusing the same condom back in my crazy days. No, unsanitary shit at parties. And if we're going on the topic of parties, here's another thing that pisses me off. Things that piss me off about party is when
roll now.
You get that one motherfucker. Oh my God. Who, and I've had to fucking have full on counseling sessions. My friends don't fuck with me like this anymore. They've tried. And I've put them in line. But you get that one friend or that one guy at the party who tries to fucking like be like a macho man or tries to like put everybody on blast just because there's girls around. And I'm like, I've talked to girls about this shit too. And they even think it's fucking cringe. Like, you got that one person, you got that one buddy who totally acts different when there's women around and just acts like a piece of shit.
Yep.
I'm like, why? Like, I don't get it. I understand the hormones are flying, guy, but they're gonna think you're corny just as much as we do. If you don't want to, if you feel like you got to put your friends down, it just means that your game is just whack. You can't talk to women. You should always be yourself, no matter who's around. I feel like that's the best way. If you have to act, granted, I mean, you act a different way around your boys than you do around girls. I get that, right? But, I mean, there should at least be some common ground in the sense of, like, your personality.
Right.
Does that make sense? Am I going off there?
No, it makes sense. Just be yourself. Don't put your buddies down.
Yeah.
That's just
whack.
That's not cool, man.
Whack. Yep.
Like, why?
Yep.
What do they do to you?
Sometimes just going to a party in fucking general just wears me the fuck down, too, man. I'm like, man. Like, I remember this one time, bro. Most recently, last time I went to Vegas, actually. This fucking asshole. This fucking piece of shit. And he's still on my shit list. Fuck this guy. You know what? If I'd look at the camera right now and be like, if I ever see you again, I want to punch you in the fucking mouth. But I feel like this dude's bigger than me, so he could probably whoop my fucking ass easily.
Sorry, bro. I got you.
That's right. I forgot. Yeah, asshole. He'll whoop your ass. And I'll chime in. No, but, so I went to this party. I didn't know that the person's house that I went to, this dude didn't like me.
Oh.
He didn't like me over some shit that me and my friend were beefing at the time. We're way past that. Everything's under the bridge. We're cool with each other now. But apparently this guy still holds a grudge against me for that shit. So I'm like, ultimate meat riding shit. That's not even necessary. So I didn't know that this was this dude's house. I had a good time, of course. Dab up, fucking fall asleep on the goddamn side. And then I come to find out later, that this dude got pissed off because I didn't come up to him and say hello when I tried to when I was drunk, but he was just ignoring me. But I guess the main thing this guy was pissed off about was the fact that I didn't greet the host or whatever. And that always irked me because I'm like, I feel like that's a shitty host. I feel like, at least when I throw a party, right? When you're a host, you should at least go up to everybody, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It shouldn't be the other way around. But I don't know. Maybe it's a culture thing, but I always felt like every party I've ever hosted, I've gone up to whoever's in my fucking area that I have to make sure. It's like treating it like a banquet. You have to treat. I always feel like you got to treat parties like a banquet. Like you got to always make sure everybody's good.
Yeah.
You got to make sure who's in the vicinity because you don't know if motherfuckers slip in or whatnot. Like what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah. And just stuff like that. So that's always been like, I'm like, damn, that's interesting that people get irked over that thing when it's like you had full control over the whole party. You could have done that just as much as I did. And I tried to be nice, trust me, because I'm like, when there's people around at a party you don't like, once you get like alcohol or something in your system, you're like, okay, I can tolerate somebody being around. But after that, I was just like, man, this guy's a bitch. Like, you're such a fucking pussy for that shit. Like, bro, come on. Like, I know you don't like me. You should have just fucking said, no, you get out of my house. I would have respected that more than me letting me stay there and then getting pissed off because I didn't say hi to you, even though I tried and you ignored me. So yeah, no, that shit. Ugh, I don't like that. That's bitch made energy. Gross, gross. Let's see. Do you have anything?
When the Yankees lose to the Mets, dear God, nothing makes me angrier. Because you know what? I'm going to hear it from Kauzum here.
Yeah.
He's going to rub it in. My dad's going to rub it in.
Funniest thing is, I only say that because I know absolutely fucking nothing about baseball. My dad used to put baseball on as a kid. When I was a kid, he'd be like, "Yeah, look at this, look at that." Little did he know, I was like my boy Louie, bro. I was just looking at a blank. I was looking at a screen with my eyes closed.
The night's still young.
I was always sleeping when the baseball games were on, bro. But yeah, no, I just like saying that to piss you off. When it comes to like sports, man, I don't know. I always feel left out when it comes to sports, if I'm being totally honest. And I know it's all my fault. I mean, I know if I sat down and like took the time to understand it, I see the hype. I see why people like it. Like, it's fun to watch two teams play, especially if you're like betting or something when there's stakes put onto it. I think that's really cool. But yeah, no, I've never gotten that like there's people who have full on beefs with other people just because they don't like a certain team or whatever. I feel like that's like the equivalent to like politics, where it's like, oh yeah, I'm not going to get along with you because you're Republican and I'm Democrat or whatnot. Same type of energy, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
Like, why is that so? Maybe you can explain it. Why is that such like a weird rivalry thing?
You wronged us. Maybe you robbed us of a championship at the last second.
Is that what it is? Is because they robbed you of a championship?
Well, there's various different things. Maybe you just hit the player with the ball way too unnecessarily.
Well, shouldn't you blame the player on the team, not the team itself?
Yeah, but you have that sense of camaraderie, so the whole team is involved.
Okay.
Like if you ever see, if you ever hear the benches clear in a baseball game, it's because one side got angry, and their team, one player's team, is going to back them up.
I've seen a couple instances where like the pitcher will just purposely throw it at the fucking hitter.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, bro, that's gotta hurt.
It does. I've been hit. I've been hit in the jaw before, and
Jesus Christ,
damn,
bro.
nothing hurt.
Did they do it on purpose?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, yeah. That's why I think recently the Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays, they've been beefing a lot because
physically.
Yeah, like benches have been clearing and the teams have been going after each other.
That's crazy.
Over the past few seasons, it's been increasing a lot. It's almost as bad as like Boston and the Yankees.
Damn.
And
Boston.
That's an old rivalry. Yeah.
It's like East Coast, West Coast beef, bro.
But they're all on the East Coast.
Oh, no, I'm just comparing it back in the 90s. Yeah. Do you know about that at least? East Coast, West Coast beef?
Like gang-wise?
Kind of, I guess. It's kind of like music-wise. Rap was big. That's why, Tupac on the West Coast, Biggie Smalls on the East Coast.
I've heard of that, yes.
Which, if you ask me personally, I do think I will give it to the East Coast. I do like Tupac. Tupac's cool, but I don't know. Something about Biggie Smalls, bro. He knows how to get the party grooving. Which, for putting it all back. Shitty playlists at a party.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Ugh. I hate that, bro.
Yes,
I remember I had a friend who liked punk rock, bro. Like the fucking those grunge like type of that music to where it's like you go into the venue and like everybody looks like they don't fucking wash their ass, greasy ass hair, bunch of white people, those types of things. Which is funny because I always harp on these people, but I used to throw shows with these people. I'm just assuming that they look like they don't wipe their ass. They probably do, but they're probably like masochists, bro. They probably do it with some weird shit with like sandpaper or something. But anyways, yeah, no. So yeah, no. I had a friend. I invited one of my friends to that party, and this motherfucker, man, he was like, "Can I put something on the playlist?" I'm like, "Okay, sure, why not?" And yeah, I remember walking into a room, walking back out of the room. And I hear the do, 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 and everyone's just sitting down, just like in NPC mode. I'm like, no, we're not fucking doing this. It was awful. I remember that experience very, very vividly because, I could sense the entire vibe of the room. Everybody was too nice to say, turn that shit off. I'm like, you got to know how to curate an aux at a party, bro. You got to play the most basic shit. See, I think that is the only time that you should be, I don't know if it's segregated prejudice. I think you just got to understand the demographic. I don't mean that in a bad way, right? Like, obviously, if there is a lot of Latinas at the party, right, I'm going to be more inclined to play, more cumbia music, Bad Bunny, some that relates to the culture that can get them moving. If there's white people, right, I'm going to play more of the 2010s best pop hits. I'm gonna be playing Party Rock Anthem or shit like that. Yeah, you just gotta read the room. Like, if there was a bunch of fucking weirdos who didn't wipe their ass at the party, then I'd be like, okay, you can play that shit. However, I'm gonna be in my car listening to my own playlist. But yeah, no, you really just gotta read it. Like, the playlist is ass. The party is eventually gonna turn out ass. I'm sorry, but music is such a key factor in a function. You gotta always have it popping, and or always be open to just taking suggestions. Me, I happened to take a suggestion at that party, and I learned the hard way: don't take every fucking suggestion. It's because of that. Like, I've always wanted to learn how to DJ, understood the basics of how to DJ. I feel like I could be a pretty decent DJ with the songs I know, but then again, I feel like I also get into this bad habit of like, when I really like an artist, I will listen to them nonstop for like 3 or 4 months. It's currently happening right now with Dua Lipa. That's all I listen to every day of every waking hour. I think, honestly, if they were to do a Spotify rap right now, I think Dua Lipa would be my top artist, to be honest. I have not listened to Drake as much. 26-year-old man, bro, jamming out Dua Lipa in the fucking car, bro. No regrets.
I know. He blasted in my car.
No, we don't blast that in your car. We blast Love Sosa in your fucking car.
Hey, that's when I get my chance to finally play something after all the Dua Lipa.
That's that shit I don't like.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, that's the gym anthem. That gets me amped.
That shit is so funny, bro. Like, I feel like your sense of just like fucking things is just so off. Which that's another thing too.
What?
If we're gonna bring that up, maybe I'll end it off on that. I hate when people shame you for not knowing references. Like me, I fuck around with you for not knowing, but I think it's a run-on joke when I'm like, how do you not know that? But there's people who like get genuinely pissed off when you don't understand like certain references. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like certain like pop trivia questions or not trivia, but like cultural like things. I'm just like, people got pissed off at me for not like watching Ghostbusters. I'm like, bro, that movie came out like, I wasn't even in my dad's nuts when that came out, bro. Like, I wasn't even developed as a sperm cell yet, and you're fucking shitting on me for not watching that? What the hell?
Yeah, I have not seen any of the Ghostbuster movies.
Ah.
Can confirm.
I mean, they look cool, but I've never seen it. And they're like, how have you not? Do you live under a fucking rock? Like, bro.
All right.
Fuck off.
I'll say that. I am guilty of kind of doing that a little bit.
I know you are.
When it comes to Star Wars.
Yeah, but with Star Wars, man, you get pissed off if people don't know the most obscure shit. Like they're not supposed. Like, you get mad when they're like, oh yeah, what language did the droid say? Wipe my ass in 1 hour and 25 minutes into the fucking movie on Tatooine or something random. Because I remember that you did fucking not Jedi trivia. You did the Star Wars trivia thing one time.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, how do you people not know this? I'm like, I don't know.
Okay. Well, see,
Like, you got the lore. You got the...
I have taken a very
That's a
long
face of
time
defeat, bro.
to just sit there and read.
Yeah, in our defense, like, you have like 4 of those Star Wars books that you read actively.
Yeah. Hey.
You know more about Star Wars than I think the average fan would know.
Depends on what time period you're talking about. All right, so
guess
we're
so.
going to go into a whole timeline thing, then we're going to go off the rails.
I will say it, though. I also do hate, for on the topic of quick Star Wars, I hate when people shit on the prequels, 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, like why? They're
1,
great.
2, and 3 is way better than 7, 8, 9?
Like the
Kylo Ren saga.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. And I got no regrets saying that either.
Oh, I'm going to
You
take a
asked me,
step
Kylo
further.
Ren's a little bitch.
I'm going to take a step further and say the prequels are the best out of all of them.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
Is the top. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm not even sorry. I don't care what you think.
There we go. Now we're talking. Now
Episode
we're
3.
getting some angst here. But yeah, no, I agree with you. I think there's most action. It's kind of like Lord of the Rings. You ever watch Lord of the Rings?
Nope.
Okay,
That's,
never mind.
Nope.
I feel like the Hobbit movies are better than Lord of the Rings because there's way more action. But
That's what I've heard.
way more action. Lord of the Rings is just like this fucking Gandalf going into talking to fucking midgets the whole fucking movie.
And saying, "You shall not pass."
You shall not pass. And there's like one like cool war scene at the like end, and I'm like, okay, cool. Hobbit is like they're fucking around, and it's like, bro, what are you doing? But yeah, you've never watched Lord of the Rings?
I get that way too much.
You get it from like fucking you probably get it from nerds, bro. I feel like only nerds say some dumb shit like that.
The way I saw it at the time was there was Lord of the Rings or there was Harry Potter, and I chose Harry Potter, and I have never regretted it once.
And next time somebody bitches at you for watching Lord of the Rings, you should be like, oh no, wait, I have, just not with my eyes open.
Oh, I've said that. Okay, I have tried to watch it before.
Yeah.
And I've passed out every time in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you,
Lord of the
man.
Rings, Hobbit.
I think that same way about Game of Thrones.
Whoa.
Show's pretty boring to me.
Really?
Yeah. I tried watching like the first couple seasons. I'm like, or not couple seasons, couple episodes. I'm like, I think I got to the part to where I think this kid, he climbed on a roof and he saw 2 people fucking and they just kicked him off the fucking tower. Shit was funny.
Yeah, bro. That's like the second episode, I think.
Yep. After that, I was like, all right, this, don't like it.
What? Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
You got to give it a little bit of time to develop. They're just.
I guess so, but I don't know. Just like some weird thing about like medieval times and stuff. Like it's really got to be like a banger for me to like. Like the whole medieval style to me is just kind of like Unless that one movie with Martin Lawrence where he goes back in time, but it's Martin Lawrence. I forgot what the movie is called. I'll put it up. But yeah, you probably haven't seen it. It's a very obscure movie. You know who Martin Lawrence is?
No.
You ever watch Bad Boys?
Yeah.
He's the black guy that's not Will Smith.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you got to explain actors to me like that.
No, I know. Yeah.
Just,
But yeah, no, I think that's all I really have on things that kind of just annoy me, annoy the fuck out of me. Do you have anything else you'd like to add? Hit me.
holding. Like if you got beef with me, just tell me, so that we can figure out what it is. Whether we're like friends or even acquaintances or something, tell me what's wrong.
Shit, well, I've been fucking up this whole time. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I know. Trust me, you and me both.
All right, Harvard hate is real.
Oh, don't you worry. We're gonna have a little clash.
I feel like men have a harder time expressing emotion, so they kind of let shit slide because I feel like we're kind of naturally raised. Don't be a bitch, I guess.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
if it's something that's emotional that bugs you, you're just being a fucking bitch about it. Like, just let it be. So I think that's a learned trait. I think that comes with time and maturity to, be in tune with your feelings and stuff. But also, it also depends on the situation too.
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying.
So you if you owe someone money or something like that, and then you're just not telling them, then that's on you, bro. Because I feel like, with that, some people need direction. Some people need to be told what's wrong for them to actually get it. Like, you can't assume. That's one thing that I had to learn the hard way, is just you can't assume people know the issue.
Right.
Because some people are just genuinely dumb.
Oblivious.
Yeah, oblivious
Yeah.
to the whole situation. So, I totally agree with you at 100%. I'd like to know, because there have been times where people have been pissed off at me, and I'm just like, why? Like, what did I do? Maybe I say some shit that, like, maybe gets under your skin sometimes, but fuck. Like, I had a friend ignore me for 5 days just because I was like, his band was playing, and I jokingly was like, oh yeah, they're giving you extra money, bro. You should suck them off. Didn't talk to me for a week.
Damn.
Talking to you, Louis.
Damn. Getting hammered. He's getting hammered today.
Buddy, wait till we go to Vegas. This man will be nailed to the fucking board once I see him, because I have been holding it in. But shout out to my boy, Louis. He's a sweetheart. He's just a dirty little leprechaun. Yep. But that was interesting. Nice little interesting topic. So I think that's going to conclude it for our episode today. This went way better than I thought for a last minute planned episode. But yeah, thank you for all the viewers. I promise you people, we will be getting the guests very, very soon. I am in talks. So if everything goes through, it will be very soon. Not next episode, because we did discuss we're going to be doing another last minute episode because Bouzos Papi is touring the world, visiting family, getting some business deals done for the podcast. We'll just say that. So that's why these have been kind of on a whim. But rest assured, after next episode, we will be back on our grind, hopefully with a new person in the building. So until that comes, thank you guys all for watching. I very much appreciate you all being here, wherever you're watching, whether it's YouTube, Spotify, and like I said, even you crazy motherfuckers on Apple that watch this without video. Thank you very much. Yeah. You have anything else you want to add?
Thanks for hanging out.
So I do have a fucking problem with you now that you exposed that out in the open.